Do you do New Year's resolutions? And if you do, is drinking more water among them? I bet you've heard before that drinking enough water is key to clear and well-hydrated skin. But is that really true? Can you really drink your way to perfect skin? Short answer, no. Drinking more water will make you pee more, and that's about it. Why that is, and if there is an exception to the rule, let's see. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel, we explore the science behind skin and do quick reviews, so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. So if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell. To understand where the notion that more water is beneficial for the skin comes from, let's take a look at the claimed benefits. First though, a quick disclaimer. I am talking about people with normal and healthy bodily functions. There are numerous diseases that will affect and disrupt your body homeostasis. And for people suffering from these diseases, what I say is not always true. But if you suffer from any of these conditions, drinking more is not the solution either. You need medical treatment. First, more water leads to better skin hydration. Compelling thought. After all, the cells of our skin are just like the rest of our bodies, predominantly made of water. This intracellular water, though, is highly regulated as it is crucial for intracellular function. And the amount of it is determined by several different processes, the amount you drink not being one of them. If you drink water, it gets into your stomach and gut where it is absorbed into the bloodstream. The more you drink, the more you absorb. To a certain level, you can theoretically drink your way to diarrhea. As your blood circulates through the body, it transports nutrients, immune cells, and the absorbed water to the different organs, where they can take what they need. If they have already met their needs, they will not absorb more. The rest travels to the kidneys, where the amount of blood volume as well as the concentration of different marker substances in the bloodstream determines how much water will be excreted. This is a much more complex process than it might sound, but I will not go into detail discussing the ascending and descending leg of Henle's loop here. That has tormented me all through med school and on my time on ICU. The important message here is more water in your bloodstream will not lead to more water inside your cells. If you drink a lot, you pee a lot. As long as you drink enough, which is depending on the climate you live in, your height, your level of activity, and the types of food you consume, around 1.5 to 2 liters a day, your body and skin cells are just fine. Second, more water helps detoxify the body and leads to clearer skin. Another one that has good reasoning. Your liver and kidneys are where your body detoxes. No need for special teas or cleanses. And in order to function properly, your kidneys do need a certain amount of fluids. This process is often called flushing out the toxins in catchy headlines, which implies that the more water there is to flush, the more so-called toxins will leave the body. That is not true for two reasons. Again, there is no more is more when it comes to bodily functions. Yes, the more you drink, the more urine will leave your body in terms of volume, but at the same time, the concentration of substances in this volume will decline. So you end up getting rid of around the same amount of stuff, just diluted. The next thing is the term toxins. A lot of the things our body excretes in the kidneys are only toxins when they surpass a certain level. Take potassium, for example. It is something we ingest when we're eating a balanced diet. It is essential for many processes like cardiac function. It is, however, excreted via the kidneys to a certain extent in order to keep it at the right level. Too much of it, called hyperkaliemia, can have serious side effects and lead to cardiac arrest. So, is potassium or kalium a toxin? We absolutely need it to stay alive, but at the same time, injecting someone a high dose of it will kill them, so you decide. My point is, a lot of the things we flush out aren't necessarily substances that would affect your skin until they reach a toxic level, and then your skin would probably the least thing you need to worry about. Again, for getting rid of substances that could affect different parts of your body, your skin included, your kidneys need a certain amount of water to work with. Anything above this amount will not have any effect rather than sending you to the bathroom more often. Third, more water will reduce dark under eye circles. Dark under eye circles, one of the topics I get a lot of questions about, and I promise I will film a dedicated video at some point. Today I will keep it short. There are various reasons for dark under eye circle, like genetics, hyperpigmentation, and lifestyle factors. Of the lifestyle factors, one is not drinking enough water to the extent that you are severely dehydrated. If you're severely dehydrated, your eyes will sink back into their sockets due to the loss of volume in the surrounding tissue, and the shadows around them will deepen. If that's the case, yes, drinking more water will solve the problem, but you will most likely have much more serious issues to worry about than dark under eye circles then. Two cases in which drinking more water is actually beneficial. Well, severe dehydration is of course one of them, but more for overall health than exclusively your skin. The second and much more common one in modern times is if you drink enough in terms of volume, but only soda and juices. I'm partial to drinking Coke and I enjoy a fresh pressed juice every once in a while, but the majority of your fluid intake should be water. Too much sugar might affect your skin. I have a follow-up video on that topic coming soon. So switching from soda to water is something you should consider, again for general health reasons, but your skin being one of them. Bottom line, drinking enough water is mandatory, but increasing the volume above a certain threshold will not have beneficial effects on your skin. Drink to quench your thirst, drink predominantly water, and adapt the amount to the climate you live in, your height, and the amount and type of exercises you do throughout the day, and you and your skin will be fine. Now tell me, has drink more water been on your list of New Year's resolutions? I'm going to link to more videos on the screen now that I think you might enjoy, and I'm going to see you all very soon with another one. Bye!